Welcome, beautiful beings. Today I'm going to be describing the I Am Discourse teachings from Ascended Master Saint Germain. I came across this book about a year ago from a friend who basically told me that you gotta read this, you gotta listen to this. So I started to listen on YouTube and came across Brother Brian Scott's channel, and basically all day, every day, I've been listening to this discourse, and I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna describe exactly what is being taught, as I feel that this is very important to understand and to apply in your life. So let's get it going. Okay, so basically there's a pure flow of energy that is ever present all around us. This is consciousness, and this is also perfection and silence, which is the mighty I Am presence that is animating and permeating all life. So the natural tendency of life is love, and basically we are made of love and of light, and we can recognize this when we're in our natural state. We're in a positive flow of energy, and we're responding to life with love. It's a natural thing, and really the only thing that objects that is identification with the ego, or what the discourse calls the outer self. So I am is the activity of life and the activity of God in action. So this energy is constantly pouring forth, trying to manifest love through you, but a lot of people will block off that flow of energy because they're identified with their mind, and therefore the emotions are not flowing, and instead of being in an expanded state, instead of having your torus field flowing very well, you actually have it closed off, and you basically not only shut yourself off from this benevolent, loving intelligence, but you cut yourself off from love, basically. There's a solution to this. And basically what you do is, all you gotta do is one thing, and that is to say the words in thought and in feeling, I am. And when you say this, you are recognizing this powerful God activity. You're recognizing it, and you're starting to accept it. You're starting to open that door. The affirmation, I am the open door which no man can shut. When you say this, you open yourself up, you open your heart up to this natural, miracle, healing, working presence. So there's a master, Nisargadatta Maharaj, and when he met his guru basically told him to say these two words. And this is the eternal truth in the universe, and this is really all you have to do to attain enlightenment, so to speak, is say the words I am, and then to realize that you exist as this I am presence, which is all love, all light, all perfection, all harmony, all health, all abundance, and that's it. You've immediately won the eternal victory. This is the thing. The thing is that humans have charged the etheric atmosphere with wrongly qualified thoughts. And thoughts are extremely powerful because thoughts are within our mind, and the mind is the beginning of creating something. So within thought, within our mind, and within our feeling state, that is how we create. That electrical charge, the electromagnetic field, right? Electrical, magnetic, and we have the magnetic charge, which is the feeling. This is the the signal that we're broadcasting out into this universe, which is simply a mirror, and then we'll reflect back what we're putting out. And we're always putting something out within thought and within feeling. I don't think that people realize how strong and powerful their thoughts are. That you are literally creating in each moment with what you hold in mind and what feelings are in combination with those thoughts. So if it's that easy, then why are so many people suffering? And why is there so much discord and disharmony in people's lives? It's because they're entertaining and they're giving their power, their I am attention, to destructive thoughts, which, as we have learned, is that destructive thoughts create destructive feelings, and it is a loop. There's a feedback loop going on. You're either creating from the negative polarity or the positive polarity. You're creating a destructive energy, an energy of negativity, or you're creating positivity. That is the law in the universe, and that whatever you put back will come back to you, which is also called the law of action or the law of karma, because your thought and feeling is the I am in action, is God in action. So what happens is people don't re-qualify or stand guard or be alert and aware of what they're putting out, and then they wonder why their life is as it is. But if you actually stood on guard and not allowed any thoughts, any negative thoughts to permeate your energy, and you don't let out any negative emotions, then you'd basically create your perfect life. So as we stand guard as this I am presence, we can first of all consume that negative thinking, and then we can re-qualify this I am energy with an affirmation like this: I am the active presence of God here, now pouring forth perfection, love, harmony, and abundance into my life, because I am. So what you're doing is you're qualifying this energy that's always streaming through, and you're consciously qualifying it with a constructive thought. And as you do that, being natural law, that this will come back to you and appear in your manifest reality. So you have a choice. You can be a creator or a consumer. You can be the victor or you can be the victim. And this is happening each moment. Every second of your life, you can take your power back. You can change your whole life very quickly, within days, within a week, depending on how much negative karma you've built up. You can actually consume all of that with the law of forgiveness, and I'll teach you how you utilize the law of forgiveness and basically start fresh. And you can start your new life right now. You can create a new reality. But you have to come to the point of recognizing the power that you yield, this mighty sword of truth. And then you have to start to qualify your I am energy with perfection, with love, with peace. And this is what we have to do. So you're basically using this energy for the positive, for connection, for extension, for kindness, for generosity, aspects, traits like this, or you're using it for the negative, for hatred, for all of these aspects that cause trauma, separation, conflict. It's really that simple. Everybody is using this energy in some way. So which way do you choose to utilize this I am energy that is constantly pouring for you and through you, and desiring to be expressed, desiring for love to be expressed, because the natural state of the universe is perfection, is love, is light. And in the teachings, the Law of One, Ra talks about the positive and the negative polarity, how in order to graduate to a higher density, a more harmonious density of existence, all you have to do is get a 51 score to pass, and that's for the positive polarity. So 51% of the time you need to be pouring forth this God energy in a positive way. But for the negatively polarized beings, you need a 95% score to pass into, say, a fourth density negatively polarized planet or dimension, however you want to say it, field or playing field. So what I've found is that the universe actually wants people to be positive. It inherently has an aspect to it where it kind of makes it easier for beings to have a positive life. And also, to share this, is that think about how many negative thoughts you've had in your life. Yet, your life is really good. Imagine if every negative thought that you've had has manifested. We would all be living in a complete hell realm. But because the nature of God, which is the nature of unconditional love, is benevolent, then it is giving you that mercy to be a good person. So it's like when you have a positive thought, and it's like the universe is on your side. It's like, yes, this human is thinking positively. I'm going to help it out. I'm going to carry it. And that is the nature of the universe. Now back to the discourses. As I've said, the nature of the I am is perfection. It is the great silence, where there's this field of energy that is perfect. It's divine. Prior to qualifying it with any thought or any feeling or any activity, any action, if you just sit here in silence, you must admit that everything is perfect. It's only when you start thinking and you start qualifying this energy with destructive thoughts, that negatively polarized thoughts, that you will think that something is not perfect, but that's just an illusion. So, do you want to take the pathway of truth or the pathway of illusion, the pathway of fear or the pathway of love? I feel in my heart all beings want this pathway of love, because that's our natural state. That's how we were made. So as you stand guard, you stand alert through what thoughts are moving through and what these emotions are being generated from these thoughts. You can reverse it, because you now recognize that I am the consciousness, the consuming flame, the divine light that is aware of these thoughts moving through me. So if you have a negative thought come up, you can literally say, no, that is not true. I am. And when you say that, you're requalifying the energy, you're reversing it, and you're rising it. And when you do that, you basically are taking control and mastery over your life. So in each moment, as much as you can, you want to be paying attention to this great I am presence that is everywhere. And as you do this, there's a feeling that comes up. You'll start to recognize that Indeed, I am this mighty energy. These teachings are here for us now to help us out, because this earth, it needs a lot of help right now, and man, I don't see another purpose to be here but to serve and to dish out these teachings, because like this earth is so negatively charged at times, with the media, the politics, the weather manipulation, the frequency warfare, the pollution, like all of these things that have risen from humans negatively qualifying their thought and not taking power, not taking control and responsibility over themselves, and like people ruining it for other people because they're choosing to play the victim. Because we're all one. Humanity is one. Our planet is one. The universe is one. The law is one. And the law is love. So when we're not acting in accord with love and positivity, then we're creating and we're putting our attention and our energy on negativity, which is then causing disharmony. And this is why disease is so rampant these days, because it's given so much attention. And so whatever we put our attention on, our focus on, is what we're growing. And we must realize how powerful we really are. Okay, so now we're going to declare in thought and in feeling, which can just be a calm poise. You don't have to yell it. You don't have to scream it out loud. You can even just think it. You can think to yourself, as although vocalizing it gives it a little more power. You can say, I am the presence of divine love here, and I do qualify my life with perfection. I send forth perfection, and I'm living in the kingdom of heaven right now because I am, and I choose to qualify my life. I choose love. Every moment, you're choosing something. So we want to choose love. We want to choose unity. And we want to choose to be in a state of forgiveness. So anything that tries to show up, any of these programs that are less than perfection, that are these ego chattering words that are speaking nonsense, which obviously has been, in our ether, just floating around, and we're literally channels, and we're tuning into different frequencies. So we want to tune our energy, tune our vessel, tune our mind to these affirmations of truth. So anything that tries to rise that is, I am sick, you're basically, when you accept that, you're accepting that you can be sick, when in actuality what you are, the spirit, cannot be sick. It is eternal youth, eternal health, eternal opulence, and eternal abundance. So anytime you recognize a negative thought, we're going to re-qualify it, and we're going to then send forth love out. And then we are taking our power back. We are standing alert. We are standing guard over our energy. So this law is being placed before us for our freedom. We now need to become creators of our reality. We need to, at each moment, choose love, choose unity, choose peace, and this is how a new earth will manifest. This is how this earth will become a perfect realm again, because this earth has been disrupted by wrongly qualified thought and feeling. God, which is the I am, which is divine love, is naturally and effortlessly harmonious and perfect. So if there's something in your life that's not harmonious and perfect, you can re-qualify it, and you can bring love into that area, bring that forgiveness into that area, and say that I am the law of forgiveness, knowing that this I am presence is forgiveness itself. It will consume anything that's not of that nature, and when you rest in this supreme frequency of consciousness, you can transmute anything, you can transcend anything, because you are this all-seeing I. Also, the I am is unlimited, it's infinite potentiality. It's only the outer mind, when it rises and we identify with it, then we identify with limitation. But if you simply see these thoughts come and go, and you re-qualify your energy, and that can just be by being aware of what is rising and what is falling. Not every time you have to, negate it with the positive thought. You can sometimes just sit and realize, oh, that's not me. And as you do this, you're freeing yourself from limitation. You're freeing yourself from the known. You're freeing your body from these emotions that have been stored from the past. And you're coming into the full recognition that I am that now. I am that perfection now. And then you're allowing that healing energy to come in and to, create and work the miracles in your life. And the miracle is love, is to recognize that love is ever present, and this is what we are. So this is a gift. When we're given this gift of being a creator, we can't misuse these spiritual powers. We have to use our being for the good. We have to teach good. We have to share good. We have to live good. And God is good. God is goodness. God is love. And God is here now. So we're going to uproot whatever is not of this perfection. We're going to begin to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep pulling it up, keep pulling up that unconscious material, keep pulling it up and consuming it with this I am presence, and you will see your life change. To sum up the I am discourses, we have the I am consciousness. We are the I am consciousness. We are creating from two places. We are creating from our thought, and we are creating from our feeling. The electromagnetic broadcasting signature that we are putting out is what we are creating. Now, to end, we will come into the center and we will declare together that I am the frequency of love. I am the frequency of happiness. And I allow this mighty energy into my life to transmute the negative and to turn me into a being of love. Nobody is going to do this but you. I hope that this video has inspired you to qualify this I am presence with positivity, with constructiveness, with a state of unity consciousness, and that we can come into this co-creation together. And whatever we're putting our attention on is what we're growing. And know that your mind is a very powerful thing. And stand alert. And anything that tries to come up into your field and take you over, you say, no, that is not me. I am here to serve my Father. I am here to serve love. I am here to serve the Divine Mother. And I am the resurrection and the life.